What's up, my chatterboxes? This is my review for Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 51, The Final Straw. Okay, guys, please like my videos, share my videos, comment on my videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, we're going to just get right into the messiness. So it starts where it left off when Angela and Tony. Now, I told y'all last episode, I said I don't even understand why Angela is yelling at Tony, causing a scene, because she know goddamn well she ain't leaving him, and she know goddamn well she going to accept whatever bullshit he give her. She proved my case. So she goes knocking on his hotel room door. So he has like that, that other lock on there. So she just assuming he got some floozies in there. So she trying to, put her key in, and it's not work. Well, it's working, but she can't go further than it. So she like, well, what's going on? What's going on? So he ended up opening for her, but he jumped back in the bed because he said that he didn't want her to see him before, like, marriage. So he put himself underneath the covers. So she was like, oh, you in here by yourself, filling around on the bed, making sure it wasn't nobody in there. I'm like, if you got to make sure your man, your soon-to-be husband, doesn't have any women in the hotel room the morning of your marriage, though your wedding, then that's not the man you need to be marrying. But it says she's 48 years old. She should know better. You know what I mean? So you going to have to lie in the bed that you made for yourself. So she apologized for how she carried on last night, and she was out of pocket because, he should be able to enjoy himself the night before, as long as it's a clean fun and you ain't out here, slinging your, ding-a-ling all around town. So she ended up leaving out the room because she said that she had to get ready for, the wedding and everything like that. So he was telling the producers that he feel as though she'll forgive him for anything. I'm like, oh, he already got your number. He done did so much dirt, and y'all still here. He think he can do whatever he want to do to you, and you'll still be there, and that is bad. That's why they say you treat people how you want to be treated. If you keep on letting them do shit and you take them back, they ain't gonna respect you, and they ain't gonna learn from their lessons. You take them back too damn early, and look what happened. So his best man brought the suit in and everything like that. He was like, oh, you looking real good. I'm cracking up. Tony got that white ass suit on. He really brought that suit. Oh my goodness. So now we got the Simpson sisters. They do sound like Marge and her sisters or whatever. But now we got Angela and her sisters. So they in, the suite where she getting her makeup and everything done. Is that me, or did y'all notice Angela's skin was all kind of messed up? I don't know what was going on with it. It looked like broken blood vessels or something. I don't know. She probably should have got a facial or something. Or maybe that, I don't know. Her skin is horrible. Her skin is in bad shape. But if you look at her two sisters, they did not age well. Because Angela only 48. She shouldn't be looking at, she looked like she about 60. She shouldn't be looking like that. So, Faye, and I forgot the other sister, they all came. They brought the flowers and everything like that. And then I thought they was going to be on their best behavior and not really talk bad on Tony. But Faye and them, they couldn't resist themselves. So they basically like, oh, you still going to go through with it? They said, oh, it ain't time. It's still time, to call it off. So Faye was, Angela was like, no, it's not. And Faye was like, yes, it is. She was like, cause if you go through with this, you ain't gonna have nothing but heartache and heartbreak. And she was like, Angela ain't really had nothing to say, but it's true. And I didn't know Angela was married before. She said she was married before because she said she stressed out a lot. She said she was married before, but she didn't plan a wedding or whatever. Well, you can't be too stressed about planning this wedding because you planned it in, like a week. From how it played out on the show, it don't look like y'all took that long planning this wedding. I don't even know how many people on the guest list, or, how big it is, how small it is, or whatever. But they basically was trying to discourage her from having, marrying Tony. So Faye was like, well, from the looks of it, Tommy's still, in love with you. You think he gonna cause, trouble? She said maybe she need to join forces with Tommy. Yeah, Tommy was out of pocket for what he did, but that's how people do when they try to gain a person. So I mean, they play dirty. So he definitely was playing dirty. So now we moving on to Angela the Mormon, Andre, and now we had a kid. So they back home from when they went to the mountains. They ordered pizza, so now they're gonna have like the family vote. So the kids aren't feeling that shit. Nala says she think it's immature for them to be trying to put that on us. If they need to find out where they want to move at and then make an adult decision and then stick to it. They using the kids to make the decision for them as a scapegoat, and she wasn't feeling that shit. Tennyson got reservations because, like he said, it's things that he worry about for himself, and then it's things that he worry about for his sisters. And as a black man, and you from Utah, you've been sheltered all your life, and then just to be thrusted into that, LA life, that's different. You know what I'm saying? So it is an adjustment, and he is a black man. And we know how black men are treated by the police. Anyway, so they had the vote. I where I'm at right now, because the way I do my videos, I watch it and then I stop and record. So I'm not to the point where we know how the vote went, but they did stop it. Everyone, it was like, from what I've seen so far, it was like 2 for LA, 2 for Utah. So it's still like a vote to break the vote. So before they even did the vote, Nyla was saying how it would be beneficial for her to be in LA with school and, her dance. So when she said that, Andrea started snapping on her. Well, you don't know how it is. I got a black son in the South. Andrea, do you want her to vote how she feel, or do you want her to vote based on how you feel? Because where I'm sitting at, you trying to strong on these damn kids to do what you want to do. That shit not cool. It ain't cool. Like, she gets on my goddamn nerves sometimes. She really do. So moving on from now we have Shane, we have John, and we have fucking big lip Lacey. So Shane, he come face to face with Shane, with John. So he actually went back in the house, because once he seen, the play that was being done outside, he went back in the house. So they followed him back in the house. So he in there, he did look kind of pitiful with the goddamn trash bags. So John like, daddy's home. It's time for you to get out, Playboy. First of all, John, you look stupid as hell, because just last season, she played you snapping on you in the parking lot in front of him. You outside while they, outside the venue while they getting married, looking all pitiful and shit like that. Now you in there watching him packing stuff. I mean, I don't understand how y'all don't both see that she the common denominator of messiness, and where she the one who need to get the fuck up out of here, because she gonna have y'all both in trouble. Like, she gonna sit up there and say she don't want nothing to happen to them, because they both got a lot of, probation time left, and they'll both get locked up, and then I'll be stuck with nobody. What you mean you be stuck with nobody? You just kicked your husband out. So you would think you would try to go back with your husband if John was locked up. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my gosh, she just gets on my nerves. But they get on my nerves even more because y'all allow this big lip wench to pull this crap on y'all, and y'all don't do anything about it. Y'all just play into the madness. Y'all crazy for letting her do it. Anyway, so the two guys going back and forth. He calling him a little bitch, and Shane wasn't really feeding into him, and then he was saying his confession. He was like, I will beat his ass. He was like, I'm not scared of him. He said, I know I'll fuck him up or whatever. He was like, but I'm not trying to go to jail. But John kept on antagonizing him. He picked up his hard hat and was like, oh, we should keep this, and then put his arm around Lacey or whatever. And then he was like, nah. And then he threw it back on the bed. Like, he was taunting him. So Shane got tired of that shit. And then he was like, oh, look at you. You don't even got a suit. He was saying to Shane, look at you. You don't even got a suitcase. You packing your bags with plastic bags. You pathetic. You pitiful. Like, he was taunting him. So I guess Shane had a fucking enough. And he was like, what's up? He was like, you back, because he was like, you back, he was like, you out kind of early. What you been snitching? What you been snitching? And he was, so John was saying, oh, don't be talking about my past and all this other stuff, because he was talking about, like, you know, his drug charges and stuff. Like, he was like, you just got locked up a week ago. Some shit he said. I was cracking up. But you know what? I didn't think about it because of the charge and where they explained the charge. I didn't think that there was no other people involved. But could it be possible that John was out there snitching? I don't know. Because it do look kind of odd that he was able to get out based on his jacket. I don't know. Something don't seem right. I ain't think about that, but Shane had a point. So anyway, I guess Shane had reached his breaking point. So he was like, well, what's up? So they was about to fight, but the producers had got in between them or whatever like that. So this right here is a whole goddamn mess. Because I'm telling you, somebody, if they was in the hood, somebody would already been dead. In this kind of triangle right here, somebody would have already been dead. She is playing Russian roulette with somebody's life. And she better stop it before it end up fucking bad. She better stop it. So now we at the wedding. It's a beach wedding. We have all the players there. Tony, his friend. The friend got this doodle brown suit on. Oh my goodness, that shit was horrible. The white suit with the brown suit. I'm like, I just couldn't. Anyway, so we see Angela pulls up. I didn't realize Angela had a son. Her son wasn't bad looking. So it looked like he was a little emotional or whatever. So they get out the car. She whisper in her son ear that you're always going to be number one. He walks her down the aisle. So, they recite, they had written their own vows for one another. And Tony vows I like Tony vows. But why Angela had to make mention to him being locked up? Like, you couldn't just leave that shit up out of there. Like, come on, Angela. And then you could look inside the audience, like, the people that were there. They didn't even look like they were happy to be there. I don't know if it was, like, extremely hot or what. But they just looked like, hurry up, get this shit over so I can go party. That's how they was looking. So, you see Tommy, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't saying nothing. But everybody had their eye on Tony, because when the preacher was like, is there anybody here that would object to the marriage, speak now forever, hold they put, everybody looked over at and Tommy got it like had his head turned. I'm like, oh my shit, this shit eating Tommy up. But you know what? That shows a lot about Tommy and how much he actually loved Angela. Because despite the fact that he's in love with Angela, he still was able to be there and support her without causing a scene on her day. Now, leading up to it, he was doing a whole bunch of shit. But when it came to that day and he knew that that's what she was doing, he sat there, he respected it, and he let it go down. And that says a lot. So, moving on from now we have Megan. She's in the studio. I don't know what that get up was she had on, but the makeup was horrible, the outfit was horrible, the wig is a hot ass mess. The whole look was a hot ass mess. So Michael he must have flew his ass. Well, not must have. He flew his ass down there. He said that he had already had that planned trip. That trip planned. Listen, Michael, if you was coming down there to tell her about Maria, you should have did that shit. You should have saved your money and you should have did that shit over the phone, because when he walked in, she was, laying down a song. And first, I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. She was talking about something, Lemonade and all this little stuff. But then as I started listening to the lyrics, I was like, oh, I kind of like that song a little bit. I don't know if it's a hit, but, that's something that I could probably, listen to when I'm cleaning up or something. So he, was listening to her, lay down the track or whatever. So they came outside. And so she was like, well, what's up? Where you been? So he basically told her about Maria. So she was like, what? Well, when did this happen? He said, So he said, well, you told me if this should ever happen, just let you know. She was like, yeah, before you do it, don't just let me know once it's already done. She said, I was under the impression that me and you was going to be trying to work things out. You know what I mean? Like, that's not cool. So he talking about, well, I still want to be friends. She was like, well, I'm not trying to be friends with you, you know. So she was like, you know, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I mean? So she was getting on that type time, and I don't blame her. So she basically was like, all right, well, then bye. And she went her way, he went his way. Like, I don't blame her. Like, you ain't about to come down here and tell me you in love with some motherfucking chick, and I thought me and you was working on each other, and you think we about to be chilling this weekend? Boy, please, you might as well go home. That's why I said he should have just saved this. He could have made that call over the phone, saved his little coins or Maria coins, whoever coins he spent. He spent for that plane ticket because you know he ain't got no goddamn job. So now we had Brittany and Marcelino. They there with the kids. Marcelino about to cook breakfast. So Brittany gets the notice that she was denied the ability to be able to like unseal the records for her kids' adoption. So she was, you know, down and out about that. And Marcelino did make a good point. He was like, well, now we have time on our side. He was like, it's only human nature that those kids are going to start to be inquisitive about who their mother is. And he may have a point there. I mean, I don't know exactly, you know, the situation as to, you know, don't no one know the situation as to where the kids are or whatever like that. But he did say it. He's right. It is human nature for kids if they know that they're adopted. That's the whole thing too. If the parents let them know that they didn't belong to them, that's, you know, who knows if they know. So anyway, they Brittany said that she's going to have to present her case now in front of a judge because she has to let them know that, yeah, I was on drugs or whatever like that, but I'm not a bad person. I'm not unfit. You know what I'm saying? She got to basically plead her case to the judge because that's all he looking at is what was presented to him on paper. And it looked, the way they got her listed on paper is like she was neglectful. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to reopen it for a person that just threw their kids away. So that's why she's going to have to talk to him. And she's pretty convincing. Hopefully the judge will see her way. So she says that she's not going to go through trying to find a father and, you know, go that route. She said, you know, she'll eventually go through the motions and everything that she needs to do to get to those kids, because she said now she just feels as though she needs to focus on what's right in front of her and push forward. And I agree. Maybe you need to take a step back just to take a couple steps forward. We all know she's going to look for those kids, and hopefully it all work out. So now we have Clint and Tracy. Let's back up. Before we have Clint and Tracy, we have the Mormon and the whole family again. So the vote is completely in. It is 3-2. 3 is LA, 2 for Utah. So Tennyson, he did have reservations, like he said, he feared for his safety and things like that. And Andrea, she kind of put that in his head. I mean, it's a valid reason, but she drills that in Tennyson's head because soon when she realized that she lost the vote, she kept on saying, oh, my son, I'm scared you're going to get shot and all this old stuff, all dramatic. Like, girl, please, cry me a goddamn river. Because Lamar already said he got a lot of things working up there. He said he got some deals on the table that could get him rich. I don't know what the hell he's talking about when it comes to that, but this is what he said. He's in school. He got the studio. Now, I know it's expensive to live in, you know, LA, because they did make a comment saying that the houses is bigger in Utah and probably a lot cheaper in Utah to live and everything like that. So I feel as though maybe, I mean, I don't know what y'all finances is looking at, but maybe y'all can live in a not so bad area in LA, like get somewhere where it's less crime. I don't know if that's a thing. If you not living like somewhere in Calabasas or something, like I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's other neighborhoods where middle class people, you know, could live that is not as violent as the inner city. So maybe y'all should just look into that. I mean, it's just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. So they're all going to move. And I ain't like what Andrea said, back to the ghetto. Like, I don't know. Andrea be rubbing me the wrong way. She put too much stereotypes on her own people, and that because you over there in Utah and you living, with the Utahnians, whatever they go by. Don't forget who you are, honey. Don't forget who you are, and you know what I mean by that. Don't forget it. Anyway, moving on from that, now we got Clint and Tracy. It's the day that he's going to drop Tracy to rehab. And it was like a sad scene. She told him how she was sorry for ghosting him as many times as she was ghosting him. And his mother got on the phone and was saying how proud she is and how we rooting for you and how we're gonna live, we're gonna live happily ever after, basically saying that we're gonna have a good life together. That's what she said. And I'm like, oh, okay, y'all too involved in what's going on with them, but I get it because your son put you in the middle of every goddamn going thing. Anyway, so she was just saying how she lashes out on people and she be mad at people instead of being mad herself. And that's stuff that they teach them in the rehab and things like that, how to cope with their emotions and things like that. So she did admit that she was scared. I mean, rightfully so. It's the unknown, and it's going to be hard. That detoxing shit ain't no joke. If you ever seen somebody go through a detox, that ain't no joke. So it's going to be a rough time ahead. Hopefully she stick with it, push through. Because like she said, she need to change. Like, you need to change. Like, you can't go on living like that forever. So Clint was like, well, I'll be here, for you every step of the way. And he was like, he don't know when the court date is, but when they can go to the judge and say, listen, she's been in rehab, it will look good on her case. I don't know if she's not going to do any time or not, but it will look good on her case. So that's all I got talking about them for that particular scene. It was like a little sad scene, and I'm not going to drag them through the mud because, like I said, addiction is a hell of a thing, and I'm glad she's willing to get the help. That's all we can ask for at this particular point. So now we have Brittany and Marcelino and the whole family. They there for the gender reveal. Brittany mom is pushing for a boy. Marcelino mom is pushing for a girl. Marcelino wants a boy, and so do little Giovanni. So they said that the reason why they're doing a gender reveal because neither one of them ever had one, and it's just something cute to do. So we all know now that she's having a little boy. Congratulations to them. So Marcelino he was like, to see a little baby with my face, a little boy with my face on, he was like, man, that's something special. But he also said he don't want no more kids. And when he was saying that, Brittany was looking at him sideways. It's as if Brittany wants more children. I don't understand. Y'all got your plate full, Brittany. You don't need no more kids. So anyway, she did go on to say that she was going to finish up with her degree, like after she had the baby and everything like that. So I'm happy because we always hear about Marcelino with the gambling and that's his job and this and the other, but we never hear about what she got going on. So yeah, get your career so you can start bringing some money into that union because you taking a lot out, but I don't see you putting anything in. So now we got Angela and Tony there, is at the reception, and they got up and was talking, and Tommy was like, I have something to say. Everybody looking at Tommy like, oh, what Tommy got to say? Tommy drunk as a skunk. He gonna talk about, I just want to say, y'all look beautiful up there together. And Tony, you a crazy motherfucker. I know I said I got it all wrong, but I'm like, okay. So then he goes to say, like when he was talking to the producers, how he was like he'll still be there for Angela if stuff don't work out. I'm like, Tony, damn, give it a break. Won't you get you an old lady? Get you somebody that wants you. You know what I mean? Like Angela don't want you. So Angela was saying how she's happy to be his wife and how they've been through the prostitutes, the cheating, and the jail, all of those stuff, and now, they putting all that behind them, and they pushing forward. They flash forward back 24 hours later. ahead, fast forward ahead, 24 hours later, she going through his goddamn phone and she trying to talk to the producers, but she not really engaging in what they got to say. She done seen some messages, I guess, to him with some other women. Child, Angela called him and cursed his ass out. He's like, what you gonna do my goddamn phone for, Angela? You think I'm a stupid bitch. You think I'm a stupid bitch. Angela, you are a stupid bitch. Like, he ain't think he know. He sat up there and said you'll forgive him for everything. He ain't think you know. Like, come on. Get the fuck out of here. So, now we also had Clint and Tracy. So they finally made it down Texas to the rehab, and she was saying how helpless she felt, and he was saying that only death would keep him away from her. How he's going to be by her side. So he walks her in, and they're talking to the counselors or whatever like that. And then it went across the screen that she checked her ass out 24 hours later. I'm like, damn, Tracy, you ain't even give it a couple days. Like, 24 hours? Clint, I know you love her. I know that's your wife. But she ain't ready for what you ready for. And I feel like you got your own shit you need to clean up, because you can't tell me that you clean. But I don't think that you are enabling her. You need to cut your losses with her. Cut your losses with her. Cut your losses. So moving on, now we have Shane, Lacey, and John. We're back at the scene where, security had to get in between them because Shane trying to fight John. It was just a sad scene. Shane is saying to Lacey, why are you doing this to me? And he revealed he don't know where he's going to go. Like, he might have to sleep in a hotel. It was like, he still love her. He was like, it's hard to explain. He was like, he'll feel like he a fool if he like deal with her back, but he still love her. He was like, how the kids call him dad. It's going to break their heart knowing that he's not there in the morning. Oh, it just was crazy. And he's out looking pitiful, sitting on the front steps, I guess waiting for, a ride, while they're in the house kissing and carrying on. I felt so bad for Shane. Was Shane wrong for cheating? Absolutely. But she has been doing fucked up shit throughout the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? And this scene right here, it infuriated me. I swear. Like, if I could grip Lacey up, I sure would. Like, that's not cool. It ain't cool. And you know what? She gonna say it's her fault because she married a stranger. Okay. And it's gonna be your fault. She's talking about, because she said that John is her soulmate and all that, but he's an addict, okay? He's an addict. He's in and out of jail. He has shown you that. So you better not go trying to run back to Shane and disrupt his life when all shit break loose, because he'll be a fool to accept you back. But that shit wouldn't be cool. Like, you gonna have your karma. I'm telling you, gonna have your karma. You think you gonna be living happily ever after with Shane? You got another fucking thing coming. I just can't wait until that shit you smack dead in your goddamn lips, okay? You get on my nerves, Botox. Anyway, so we have, apparently Michael done went back to Miami where Maria lives, and that's where he's staying. So they're like moving full speed ahead with the relationship. And he was saying how, Aviana would die if she seen all this water. So he recording the water and everything like that. So he was recording the water. And I'm like, I don't know if Aviana really want to see that you out there having fun when you supposed to be there with them. But I digress. So apparently they still together because they did like clips of everybody, what they're doing. They're still together and they pushing forward for the relationship. Maria was saying how he's honest with her. She got the passcodes to the phone and all this old stuff. But I wonder, did she know that he was down there with Megan? Because he might got two phones. You might need to check that shit out. So then you got Sarah talking about the last straw, what the final straw with her was when Aviana asked what her dad did. The only reason why Aviana probably asked if her dad did, because you probably was saying he did to me, he did to me. Like, I don't, you manipulate the situation with those kids, and I ain't for it. He ain't shit. We know he ain't shit. You knew he ain't shit. You slept with him. You slept with him this time unprotected, because now we see that you taking pregnancy test. Girl, please, you the fool. Michael is doing what Michael does. You allow him to do it, that's the fuck on you. You's the fool, okay? I ain't got time for you. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't care. And they was asking her, do you think Maria know y'all slept together? You was like, I don't know, but she will know. I don't think Maria probably would care. She might feel some type of way, but bitch, you're washed up. You're washed up, okay? I'm over you. Michael ain't shit, and we know he ain't shit, but y'all allow him to get away with the stuff that he getting away with. So, I mean, come on. Come on. Like, we're not about to put all this on him, because you gotta, you play a part in this too. You play a part in this too. So, they did like so they said that Goddess went back to rehab, and she finished a 45-day stint, and Clint was there to pick her up or whatever like that. So that's good to know, because they said that she had left 24 hours later. So I'm happy that she went back. Hopefully she's still clean. I don't know what the circumstances is to her situation. Then we have Andrea and them. They went back to LA, and they working hard on having another baby. Hopefully they can. I think they make a cute little couple, aside from her little drama. You know what I mean? She drama, but he seemed to can deal with her. So as long as he can deal with her, hey, I'm here for it. Like they said, Michael and Maria, they live together in Miami. Everybody is Megan is pushing through with her singing career. She got a pretty okay voice. I don't know if I buy no songs from her, but So that was the season finale of Love at the Lockup. If you guys like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to holler at your girl.